MongoDB Compass provides a graphical user interface that enables users to understand the structure of the data in the database and perform ad hoc queries against it, all with zero knowledge of MongoDB's query language. First up, let's connect to MongoDB by typing in the hostname and port we wish to connect to. I'm just going to connect to a local host running on port 27017. I have the option of saving that connection for future reference. I'm going to save it as my connection. And if I'm running with authentication turned on at the database, I can choose to supply the username and password plus the authentication database details here. I'm actually not running with authentication right now, so I'm going to disable this. But we currently do support MongoDB CR and Scram SHA-1. For the GA release of MongoDB Compass, we will also support connections running with SSL. We'll support authentication with Kerberos and also with LDAP. I'm going to go ahead and hit connect. Once Compass is connected to MongoDB, you'll see the name of the host and the port that it's connected to, and whether this is a community version or enterprise version of MongoDB. You'll also see the version of MongoDB that is running. In this case, it's 3.06. You'll see that there's 4 databases within this MongoDB and 8 collections, and those collections and databases are listed down the side here. I have the choice of filtering through those databases, or I can simply select one from the left. Let's go ahead and select the MongoDB fan club. Once I've selected the MongoDB fan club, Compass will go away and analyze the documents within the collection to present me with a beautifully designed interface that shows me very useful information about the structure and schema of my collection. As you can see here, Compass presents me with the number of documents within the collection, the total size of those documents, the average size of those documents, and a bunch of index information. This is the same information that we picked up from db.stats in the shell of lesson 1. You'll also see that MongoDB Compass has given me the field names present in the documents of the collection. You'll see that there's things like age, email, favorite feature, gender, last login, membership status, name, phone number. Underneath the name of each field is the data type of the field itself. You'll see in this case that phone number is made up of strings. In this case, string is present in 84% of the documents within the collection. You'll also see that Compass indicates that in the remaining 16%, phone number is made up of a number. This could be indicative of a bug in the application whereby it started to store strings instead of numbers, or simply that a version of the application has evolved over time and that you are now storing numbers as opposed to strings in the past. Either way, this is a good indicator that you have mixed data types within your collection. It's also possible to really drill down into the shape of the schema. For example, with the address field, we can see that it's made up of 100% of documents. We can choose to expand those subdocuments by clicking this arrow and viewing the fields within the subdocuments themselves. In this case, you'll see that we have fields within the subdocuments called city, made up of strings, country, made up of strings, postcodes, which is present but made up of strings 88% of the time and numbers 12% of the time, and streets. This schema visualizer is a really powerful tool enabling MongoDB users to understand the frequency and presence of fields within documents within their collection. This was previously not possible before MongoDB Compass.